Hey YouTube, welcome to this lower back release class. This one also happens to be pregnancy friendly as well, but if you are pregnant, please do check the description below as I have a couple of extra cues for you. So you are going to need either a bolster or a couple of pillows for this class today, so make sure you have those to hand and let's get into it. If you do enjoy it, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe and share with anyone you think could benefit from a practice like this one. So coming into a child's pose, big toes together, you can decide whether you take your knees out wide or keep them narrow today. So just give yourself a moment to feel into it. Maybe finding a little support for the head. And if you need to fidget for a moment, let it happen. And then settle in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a big sigh through the mouth. And just give yourself a moment here to thank yourself for clicking on this video today and recognizing that your lower back needed some attention. Okay, so start to lengthen your breath here now. So breathing in, send it back to the tailbone. And stretch out that exhale, empty, empty, empty. Long and full inhales. Slow and complete exhales. Beautiful. Stretching the arms out in front now. We're going to come up to an all fours position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath our hips, and just give yourself a moment to check in with the lower back. How does it feel in this position? And then we're going to move from the lower back. So maybe we just start with some circles here. Starting off kind of small. And then gently winding them out. So today's class is going to be very open to interpretation. We'll all need something different for our lower back today. So please do let go of what the poses you think they should look like and just move into what feels most relieving for you today. Awesome. Let's circle the opposite way now. And see if we can move with compassion and love towards ourselves. We're not forcing our body into anything here. We want to relax and release and hopefully encourage a little softness and pain relief through that lower back. Beautiful. Good. Let's bring that to a stop. And take it through a cat-cow. So as you inhale, dropping your belly any amount, looking forwards. And as you exhale, round. As you inhale, arching the lower back, find length. And as you exhale, round. Lovely. Good. Come to a neutral place. And then we're just going to begin to find some intuitive movement. So maybe that's a rocking forwards and back, finding length and space. You might round forwards and arch back. It's quite helpful to close your eyes here and just begin to move in a way that feels most helpful. Beautiful, good. Come into a neutral place. We're going to step our right foot on the outside of our right hand. You can have your toes pointing in whatever direction suits you. So you might start with them forwards, but they might creep out to the side. And then just begin to rock forwards and back. Just exploring that edge of resistance you might find in either direction. Lovely, good. And then maybe a little side to side if that feels good. Or maybe it's more on a diagonal. Keep your awareness on your lower back. Notice what makes it feel better and what kind of maybe doesn't feel so good. And see if we can move into the direction that really is helpful. Beautiful, good. Bringing that to a stop, we're going to cross our right leg all the way over the left. So it's like we're sitting at a chair. You might want to separate your feet a little bit here and begin to rock forwards and back, any amount that feels good. So opening up that lower back. You might be happy on your hands. You might be able to get more into the direction that you want on your forearm. See how you go. And as an option, rather than forwards and back, you might take it in circles or a figure of 8. Just give yourself that time to explore a few things. We don't always find it straight away. Beautiful, good. Come into a neutral place. Let's slide that right knee back underneath the right hip and do it all on the left. So left foot on the outside of the left hand, toe pointing wherever you want, and just start with that gentle rocking forwards and back. And some of these poses might be really subtle, or some of these movements might be really, really subtle, and that's okay. Maybe that's what you need today. And let's try a little maybe side to side. And then just giving yourself permission to move in any direction. Just keeping the breath nice and calm. Beautiful, good. And then bringing that to a neutral place, let's cross our left leg all the way over our right. So thighs are touching, separate the feet. And then same thing, rocking back, rocking forwards. Forearms are there if you want them. You can play around with the separation of the feet as well. The wider you go, might feel good for some of us. Closer together might feel better for some of us. And then just take it in a direction that feels good. So maybe that's circles. Keep breathing. Wonderful, good. And then coming back to all fours, let's uncross that left leg. Tuck the toes, spread the fingers wide, lifting up into a downward facing dog here. Let your head be heavy, and let's find a little softness through the knees. Imagine you're hooking your tailbone onto the ceiling. And just let gravity pull your head down here so we've got a nice long spine. Good, breathing in. And as you exhale, slowly bend into the knees, come back to all fours. And we're going to find a squat position here, but we're going to use either pillows or a bolster. So we're going to sit on our bolster in our squat position, so the toes are turned out. So just find yourself comfortable here. If you need to come up a little bit higher, maybe you want to put a couple of extra pillows underneath you, that's great. Grab a hold of your knees, and then as you inhale, lift your chest, arching your back. So it's a little bit of a back bend here. Good, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, come to a neutral place. We're going to grab the inside of our ankle, the inside of our foot, press into that side as you twist to the other side. Good, breathing in. Exhale to neutral, and then opposite side. Grab a hold of the other leg, slightly push into that thigh, and then twist. Might be quite apparent which side is more tight or more sensitive, so please be mindful. Lovely, good. As you inhale, come back through center. This time, see if you can find a little more length through the spine. So maybe pressing into your knees, lifting the chest up. Good. Take a nice big breath in, find a nice tall spine. And then as you exhale, we're going to round forward. So maybe the hands come down, maybe the head comes down. Some of us, you might really just let that whole upper body round and flop forwards. Send your breath all the way down to your lower back area. Nice big deep belly breaths. Slow exhales. Good, and then slowly picking yourself back up. Let's find a kneeling position on our bolster. So tucking those knees in. Demo from the side for this one. And let's find a little back bend. So come into sit up nice and tall, and then roll the shoulders back and down. Let's reach maybe for the back of the bolster. This might be good for some of us. And then lifting the chest up. Keep the breath flowing, keep the heart lifting. Wonderful. One more deep breath. And then as you exhale, coming forwards, and then just counterpose that. So tucking your tailbone under, rounding. This is option 1, just to feel that nice rounding. Option 2, maybe bringing the hands down just to take it a little bit further. Wonderful, good. Slowly coming all the way back up to a neutral tall spine. Breathe in, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, twist over to one side. So you can use your bolster, you can use your outer part of your thigh. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, see if you can twist and look behind you. Good. Inhale, reaching up, unravel. Exhale, twisting the opposite way. Breathe. Exhale, wind. Good. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, bringing the arms down. And then onto our belly. Now find a nice comfy seat. You might be just very comfy here. Otherwise, adjust yourself so you feel extra comfortable. Hands onto the belly, closing down the eyes. Take a deep breath in, right into your belly. Fill it up. And a slow exhale through the mouth. Good. Do a few more rounds in your own time. Inhale, inflate the belly like a big balloon. Slow exhale through the mouth. On your next exhalation, whenever it arrives, release your hands by your sides. Release all control over the breath. And just take a moment to notice how you feel now. Bring your hands together at heart center. Bow your head to your heart. And really, really thank yourself for carving out the time to look after not just your body, but your mind as well. When you feel ready, open your eyes and welcome yourself back. Thank you so much for choosing to practice this one with me today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye.